effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be. I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
You never heard of the Sultan of SWAT? The Titan of Terror. Colossus of Clout? The King of Trash, man. Oh, yeah, the Great Bambino. I thought you said the Great Bambi. That wimpy deer.
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. Don't go away. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
He'll take the snap, looking for running room on the outside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Angling for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, James Clemens.
Be listening for James Clemens High School football this season as the Jets take on the best in Class 7A competition. You can hear every featured game streamed live online at pasnetwork.net, on your Amazon Echo device by saying, Alexa, open Play Action Sports, or on your Play Action Sports app, and later on demand. You can also hear the replays Sundays at noon on WKAC Radio. Join us for exciting coverage of James Clemens Jets football this season from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
Good morning. My name is Smokey Hodge, former linebacker at Auburn University. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Hey, everybody, good morning. Good Saturday morning. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. Todd the Bot is under the weather this morning, and we're live here at the Athens Autoplex Car Show. And Joseph Scott is with us. Joseph, give us a little rundown about it.
Well, we're so excited. The weather is fantastic. We couldn't have ordered better weather. It's the 7th annual Athens Sportsplex Car Show. But we're going to turn it into an Autorama show, I'm telling you.
Autorama.
We got a dyno guy here. If you don't know what a dyno is, that's a device you can back your vehicle into, put the back wheels on these rollers, and
chassis dyno.
Yeah, chassis dyno. It's a dynamometer. Wow. So, somebody can say my car's got 1,000 horsepower, but you might back it on there and get your feelings hurt. Because
what matters is what gets to the wheels.
That's right. So, but yeah, classic American muscle cars. I've seen some tuners. I saw a Jaguar here. There's a DeLorean here.
Wow.
Back to the future. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they're still rolling in. I see a Oldsmobile 442 rolling in. There is if you haven't been and seen one of these vehicles, there is a Ford GT, over a $700,000 car. It's a carbon fiber edition. To protect his anonymity, I won't disclose whose it is, but the owner brought it out today. It is the most spectacular car I've ever seen. Our sponsors, our vendors, concession stands from the sports complex are here. They're going to be grilling burgers and dogs here shortly. I don't know if I get a free one or not, Tim, but I'm telling you.
We'll give it a shot.
I'm glad you guys are here again. You're in the shade. You got it made. So.
Absolutely. Hang with us just a little bit. We're going to talk some more.
I'm wondering if that DeLorean left flaming tracks whenever it came.
I bet it did.
88 miles an hour, man.
That's right.
Call or text us, ladies and gentlemen. Area code 256-812-1848. That's area code 256-812-1TGT. Find our website online at tailgatetalk.net. Follow our Twitter and Instagram account at Tailgate Talk AL. Find us on Facebook and MeWe at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Subscribe to the Applebee's Tailgate Talk YouTube channel. You can also, with the grab my button. The Amazon Echo, say Alexa,
play Tailgate Talk.
Thank you, Tim. Oh, and Google Home, say, okay, Google,
play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
There's Obama Zach talking to us from heaven. Download the Tailgate Talk app for Android or iPhone, powered by Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. Look for Applebee's Tailgate Talk on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google, Spotify, and other popular podcast platforms. That's hard to say. We'll be talking to people today on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And we've got speaking of the hotlines, we've got an awesome show lined up. Robb Taylor is the wheelchair basketball coach at Auburn University. He'll be joining us again. He's been with us before. We'll speak to him on the Tailgate Talk special guest segment brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing. And the first of the season, hopefully not the last, our main man, Freak Daddy Coleman, our Huntsville Havoc hookup. Hockey season is right around the corner. AP Steadham, the Swami of the SCP. SCP. Where'd I get that from? I don't even know where it come from. Swami of the SEC.
You just got tongue-tied.
I got tongue-tied. I sure did. He'll be joining us on his weekly visit. James Clemens Jets cross-country coach Drew Bell. Has he been on here with us before?
He was on a couple of years ago with the track team.
Okay.
And I think he's been on one other time, but yeah.
And we've got Oscar Bonds. So you better watch out for Tanner in their region right now.
They're the region champions.
They're the region champions, yes, sir. That's kudos to Coach Bonds. They've come a long way, but still got I'm sure he'll tell you still have a long way to go, but in their region, they're doing well. Coach Shelby Davis coming off a big win last night, as is Coach Jeff Pugh, head coach of the East Limestone Indians, and Coach Davis, head coach of the West Limestone Wildcats. So let's toss it over to producer extraordinaire. Get the rundown of the scores. There you go, Slate. Point them out.
Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Thursday night football, James Clemens defeated Grissom 31-13. It was Lauderdale County over Phil Campbell 13-6. Last night, Athens. Yeah, it was kind of a back and forth with Buckhorn, and they squeaked it out on homecoming night, 27-24. It was Clements over East Lawrence. Clements getting their first win of the season, 47-34. East Limestone beat Ardmore 42-0. Danville 41, Elkmont 7. Tanner over Faultville 35-28, and West Limestone beat Wilson 46-16.
That's a butt whooping right there.
Wow. Yeah.
At Wilson, too, I believe, wasn't it?
I think so.
Couldn't have a nicer bunch.
Next week, we'll continue our car show circuit here. We'll be live at the Ardmore Car Show. And then upcoming guests, we'll have Missy Tiber, UNA women's basketball coach. And it will also be live at the Hope for Athens in Limestone County at Swan Creek Park coming up in November. So there you are. Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to take a break right now, Tim, or are we going to continue talking with Joseph?
Yeah, you can.
Let's talk some more with Joseph Scott here.
Well, let me just say that this is a charity car show, so 100% of the proceeds from the people participating today is going to the Eli Block Party Childhood Cancer Foundation.
Okay, so I was wondering if this was going to be associated with Eli Block Party.
You know, in the springtime every year, we have the Eli show that's over at the church on
Bethel Church.
Bethel Church of Christ, that's right. Just off Capshaw Road. That's it.
But what we do is we make this a charity show every year, and we kind of vote. We kind of decide, you know, is there a special need that particular year? And with the COVID last year and not getting to have this show due to the hurricane, really was the reason this got rained out. You know, their funds were a little low, so we decided this year to make it a charity show on their behalf again. Christy and Vic are here, and so we're excited. Our sponsors, I don't know if I'm allowed to give all of our sponsors or not, but Holtz Pest Control, State Line Powder Coatings, Brent's Pepper with Haggerty Insurance. Goodness gracious, I'm going to forget one.
I got a water from Brent's.
Yeah, there you go. Prian with Auto Works, David Sharp running our music and DJing. So so many of our sponsors that allowed us to, Brad Stovall Auto Body out in Tanner, Clinton Newton with Platinum, I just went blank. Realty One Titanium.
That never happens to me.
Man. So all of those sponsors allowed me to give cash door prizes away every hour. That's awesome. If you've never been to this show before, it's a great family fun. We've got over 130 cars already registered here today.
Some good-looking cars out there.
Man, I'm telling you, it's just like candy out there, all the different beautiful colors.
1972 Judge.
I saw
over there. 1970, not 72,
I
70.
saw that. Some of these C10 pickups are off the chain. Mustangs, Camaros, Mopars. Look, hey, these two Camaros coming in right here.
Yeah.
I saw them last week at a show. The horsepower, serious horsepower.
You reckon they'll put those on the dyno?
I bet they do. I just saw one pulling down there a minute ago. So, hey, shout out to Muletown Dyno. He came all the way down from Tennessee.
Down from Columbia.
Today. Yep, Columbia, Tennessee.
I guess that's the only other Muletown I know. It's Columbia.
Mule Day.
Yeah, Mule Day.
He was headed down to a car show in Moulton today, and he said, I can swing through and set up from 9 to 12. I said, well, bring it on.
That'd be cool. I'd like to wonder if there'd be like a top money prize for the most dynoed horsepower.
Well, they've done that before, but I don't think so today. So, but yeah, just the fun of this show is there's no trophies, no judging. It's just have fun and win some cash. So
there you go.
That's cool.
What's better than that? But thank you guys for being here, and appreciate what y'all do. And just come on out. We got registration open until 12 noon.
All right. Well, we're going to let you get back to it. We're going to take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Next week, we'll be live at the Ardmore Car Show. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a T-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Upmont Girls basketball coach Sam Waller, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
And ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the intro. Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We've got him for the first time live this year. He just had his name sewed on the back of his uniform. Clay, Freak Daddy Coleman.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are y'all?
Man, we good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to get my mind acclimated. I got to get back into the swing of things. Such a weird year last year. Now the hockey season's upon us, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready yet.
Friday night's a big night.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's it's one of these things where we've said it last year, and things just feel like we're getting more and more back to normal, and it's going to be a good feeling to maybe have a packed house at the VBC on a Friday night.
I was going to ask you, did I dream this, or are we having a full, complete capacity crowd now?
I have full capacity. I think that we got to thank our good friends, the Trash Pandas, for blazing that way. That I think it'd been pretty hard for them not to let us be full capacity when they allowed them to go. So
yeah,
we appreciate them to allow that to happen.
Clay, how's the season ticket sales gone so far?
It's good. I mean, I think that our fan base is loyal and strong. I think they may have lost a few that, just because of just the weirdness that happened last year. But as far as I know, that they're back pretty much to where we were. And honestly, I think if you go with everything that I've seen, I mean, all the crowds and different things that I've gone, they've been a little bit bigger than what I remember them. Just because I think people are just ready to experience life again, and we've kind of feel like we maybe been cheated a little bit, and it's time to catch up and go out. So I think it should be a fun season.
Go ahead. How fun was that at Kroger Field last Saturday night?
I tell you what, and not being a Homer Kentucky fan, but I've been to what used to be Commonwealth Stadium and now Kroger Field my whole life. I mean, probably at least, growing up at least 2 or 3 times a season, and then I haven't been back in a long time. But, yeah, that was probably the loudest. And the only thing I can compare it to, and this will be, I was a sports director of a talk radio station out in Phoenix in 2001 when the Diamondbacks and the Yankees were in the World Series. And Game 7 of that World Series was probably the loudest thing I'd ever heard. And the Kentucky-Florida game, it was nonstop. And I had never seen a Florida team that looked rattled.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the statistics on that game, you had Florida with 40 minutes of possession, Kentucky with 20. Kentucky was outrushed, they were outpassed. But the telltale was, 15 penalties, and 8 of those penalties were false starts.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Florida just had never played. I mean, it was so loud, and when they blocked that pass on that 4th down, because, I mean, if you think about college sports in general, you take any team, don't even look at Kentucky, and you say, okay, you're down by 7, you're up by 7, and the opposing team has 4.5 minutes inside the 30. You would think that they're going to score, and Kentucky's defense held them, and they did. And they went all the way to that 4th down, and when that pass was blocked, I mean, I had never heard anything that loud, and my boys were trying to rush the field, and I'm like, nope.
No.
We're setting up here, and T-Bone, my oldest son, was like, Dad, that was their first college football game ever. So
really?
Awesome.
Yeah, they had never been, and so I had to, T-Bone was like, Dad, I don't think I ever want to go to another college football game unless I'm playing in one, because I don't think I would ever experience anything like that in my life.
That was awesome.
It was really cool. But Kentucky's got a special team. I hope they can win today against LSU. Even though a wounded Tiger's not something I'd want to go against. I mean, their Coach O's probably fighting for his job. They're not going to beat Georgia, but I mean, to think that a Kentucky team could go 11-1, it was only done one other time. And do you guys know the coach that did that?
Coach Bryant.
Coach Bryant, you're absolutely right. So that would be a neat thing. But yeah, it was an exciting time to be up there, and like I said, I hadn't experienced anything like that in my life, so it was pretty awesome.
Clay, and I think it's 1983, 84, the movie The Bear came out.
Yeah.
And with Gary Busey was the Bear, played Paul Bryant, and said he went 11-1 and won the Southeastern Conference Championship, and they give him a cigar lighter or cigarette lighter and give Adolph Rupp a Cadillac.
Yeah.
So he went home. He went home and lit his cigar and wrote out his resignation letter.
They're treating Stoops really good, and I don't know if you guys knew or ever looked at his contract. His contract, people keep saying, he's going to go and he's going to leave Kentucky, and it's like, why would he ever leave? He has a contract that all he has to do is get 7 wins in the season, and he gets a year added onto his contract every year that he gets 7 wins.
I'd say he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's making $4 million, I think $4.8 million a year, and if they fire him of cause, he gets 75% of his contract. So I mean, why would he ever?
Yeah,
why would he ever leave?
That's a good gig.
There's no school in the country that is going to be content with 7 wins.
Now, what's it he get if he wins the SEC?
If they're chasing it.
Yeah, I wonder what he gets if he does win the SEC.
Probably a Cadillac.
Might get that Cadillac. Who knows?
Probably president of the university.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Havoc. How many returning Coach DeTulio's back? How many of the returning team from last year?
I think I've seen like 4 or 5 that I've looked. Like I said, I apologize, I haven't been up on it as much, because one thing that's really been hard for them and a lot of the coaches, another thing which I think people are probably going to be tired of hearing about the effects of COVID, but one of those is that they gave all the college kids another year of eligibility.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. They did.
So, so it gave them another year, and that has really made it hard on some of these minor league, and then the ECHL is back at full strength with all of their teams. So it's really the talent pool has been really tough for them. So the one thing I think, for the hockey purists last year we got to see some really talented hockey players because they were kids that had nowhere else to go. This year we may, I hate to say, I don't want to say the talent pool will be less, but it may not be, for the hockey purists, you may not be as excited as you were last year. But
we're just rednecks. We go for the fights, man.
Right. I was talking to Coach Cotillo the other day, and he's excited about the young talent, and he really likes to coach. So that was one thing he was telling me. Is like, he feels like they'll have a good team, but you really never know until you start playing up against some of these teams anyway. But he was just really excited about just being able to get some of the young talent in there and kind of cut his chops as a coach, where some of these other guys that have been the returning guys, he doesn't do much coaching with them. I mean, they're just –
yeah.
But I know we got Tyler Piacentini back. We got Cy back. We got Nolan Kaiser back. Our goalie back. We did lose John Shivo, but he got called up. But, I mean, you always want the guys that can go play up in the ECHL to do well. And he had a great back-to-back, couple of years that when he came to the Havoc, he was a rollerblade hockey guy.
Really?
And that was kind of a scratch against him, I guess, because people were like, well, you're not playing on the ice. But he really had to get in, prove himself on the ice, and he did, and he's gotten called up. So, but good for him.
Now, to hear some of these guys that have gotten called up and have come back, they seem to like it better in the SPHL.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the thing is, they don't make much more money. I mean, if you really look at the grand scheme of things, if they get called up, they may make $100 more a week, which for them it's a lot. But then you don't get to play, and then they just kind of set as a filler or whatever. Some of them make it, but some of them don't. So Huntsville, our booster club, and just the area is just the community really embraces them. So there's a lot of other teams that when they go to a team, it's just not they don't get taken care of as well as they do here. So a lot of the things, when you hear them, they come back and they're like, I just want to get back to Huntsville. Because, for them, they don't normally always get to play in front of, 5,000-6,000 people. And they've come from a college where there may have been, 40 people at a game. So they just, just to experience it, they're there for the experience. And Huntsville really gives them a great product to be able to experience hockey.
Huntsville does love their hockey.
Yeah.
Now, and if somebody from Huntsville gets called up, if they are going to go back down, do they come back to Huntsville or?
Yes, they would. We own their contract.
Okay.
So they have to come back to us. Now, we could trade them or whatever, but yeah, once they come back into the SPHL, we own their contract.
So Claire's no actually affiliation with the ECHL team. They just pick from a pool. Is that how it works?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that as far as minor league compared to hockey, it's only the AHL that is connected with the NHL.
Okay.
They're different, but the one thing is we do. Coach Cotillo, you'll see throughout the season, there'll probably be like maybe only 1 or 2 or 3 teams in the ECHL that'll pull up Havoc players. And it's just them developing relationships, either people he's played with when he played in hockey or just people that he knows, and they kind of, work with each other. And they also will help us in situations where, like, hey, there's a kid that we were looking at, but he's probably not good enough for us yet. Why don't you look at him? So that network is a pretty strong network.
There's a new team or two in the league, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the one team. The Bobcats, Vermilion Bobcats, that's kind of in that Tri-City area. I think that's the only new team. I feel bad. I need to do better research here.
Yeah, it is. The one up in Danville, Illinois.
But getting the other teams back that didn't play last year will be interesting to see, Fayetteville and some of those teams that set out a full year, Peoria. It would be interesting to me to see how you would do that. Because there's so much synergy that you get. I mean, it's almost like you'd be starting over. So it'll be interesting to see how strong a Peoria team is this year. When pretty much they gave all their players to Pensacola last year.
So everybody's back plus one.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And we'll have our meet the team party tomorrow night at the VBC, which is always fun to come in and just kind of see the players, get some free food, kind of get that started, and then it's kind of interesting this year. We've always held games off until November because there's this little thing, Alabama football and Auburn football that gets in the way, and we have to wait until that. But we've got a game on next Friday the 15th, and then another game on that 29th of October. So to have some October games, going to be kind of interesting, but still not a lot of home games until we get into that stretch after college football.
After college football. Well, brother, go ahead.
So we got to get out of that, and then we still got some of the high school football will be going around this area too. So we got to make sure we.
I tell you what, them Jets are hot, buddy. Them Jets are hot.
People that'll have something to choose against.
Yeah. Go ahead and say that again.
I said them Jets are hot. Something you and Andy Jackson got them going on over there.
Yeah, that's been an interesting time with JC. They look really good. They've had probably 3 games that could have went either way. The Bob Jones game was overtime. The Huntsville game could have went a different direction, and then the Florence game, which was that's where my weekend got crazy because I called that game on Friday night, and that was the Jets were down 42-28, and I thought it was over. And then they came back and won 45-42, and then get in the car and drive to Lexington and then watch that game. It was like, okay, I'm
you're spent, man.
Burnt out. But yeah, I think James Clemens. They've got Sparkman and Albertville next, which I think would be, you would hope. Usually Sparkman stuff, and I think Florence throttled Sparkman last night. So it could be a situation where Chad McGee comes in his first year and goes, 10-0, which would be exciting. But the bad part about our little area, and you guys know this, is you're going to have to play one of those Birmingham powerhouses first game of the playoffs, and they're strong. So it could be a 10-0, and then you hope not, but it's going to be a tough road to beat some of these, the Hewitt Trustfuls, the Thompson.
Yeah. Well, buddy, good luck on everything, and we'll talk to you next Saturday morning.
All right, guys. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you, dude. Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our Huntsville Havoc hookup, Kentucky hookup, James Clemens Jets hookup. He's got his fingers in everybody's pie. Freak Daddy Clay Coleman. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm a First National Bank Student Advisory Board member, Rainey Oakley, from Elmont High School. I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great, member FDIC.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. The Play Action Sports Report is back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hey, this is former Alabama defensive lineman Reggie Grimes, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here, alongside Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and my main man Slade over here giving us some, what kind of motivational, giving us motivation. Absolutely. Dancing and all that stuff. Hey, we've got the cross-country coach from James Clemens Jets on the line, Coach Drew Bell. Coach, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, as always.
Absolutely. I think, I was talking to Tim, I think you've been on the show before.
Yes, sir.
But it's been a little while.
Yeah, it has.
So how's your team doing? They out running this morning, or?
Well, we raced in Georgia last weekend. And then, I always get them off in fall break as far as the second weekend. But everybody's been training, whether they've been in Florida or Georgia or Arizona or wherever. They all train and post their workouts up on Strava where I can check on it.
There you go.
We've had a pretty good group get on the bus this week and go back to the trails. It was just kind of more of a mileage week and not hard intensity. As you know, we're fixing to gear up for Huntsville Metro Championship and then James Clemens meet and section and state. So the end's the most important. We got to be fresh and ready to go.
You got to finish, right, Coach? Finish strong.
Yep.
Now, just curious. I mean, cross country is cross country. It's not track. It's on. It's not on a man-made track. It's how do you train for that? I mean, are you running heels? You running sprints or?
Well, in the summer, I think the most important months of this sport are June, July, and August. And our focus was to try to run as many miles as any team in the state, but get totally on grass and trails. And our other focus was get more elevation in than anybody in the state. A normal runner runs about 350 feet of elevation a week, and we were hitting about 1,500 feet.
Wow.
a week, and it changed our program. We probably were maybe around 10th in the state is where we had been hanging, but we've stayed in the top 3 teams in the state, guys and girls, all season. We've really come on. We've got a chance to win this thing, and we're going to try to do it.
I'm wondering where you get that elevation. Do you guys go up to Swanee or something and run on the mountain, or
Montesano?
Mainly Montesano, but there's also another trailhead over at Pulaski Pike that ends over at A&M. It's called Wade Mountain. So we ran Wade Mountain. We ran over and over near Fleet Feet. There's another trailhead called Blevins Gap. We ran there and Montesano. So we just kept getting on the bus and going out, getting it done,
Absolutely. That's awesome.
I remember when I was in junior high, I got pulled out of class to run a cross-country meet, and I'd never run cross-country. So I'm picturing running through fields and hopping over logs and
chasing
literally cross-country.
Frolicking. How'd you do?
I can't even say. I actually led the whole way until at the end, and then I got a stitch in my side. And back then, I didn't really know how to handle it, So I ended up coming in second. So, but that was. I was going to say it was fun. It wasn't fun.
Oh, it is fun. It is fun in a weird way, but I think it's more of a challenge against the course and stuff than it is people.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. You get to race a different course every time instead of going around a daggone track.
Well, now, do you have? I know a lot of schools have members of the basketball team will run cross country just to help with their conditioning. Is that true with you too?
We've made a really good connection with soccer. Especially on our girls' side. I mean, probably out of the top 10 varsity girls, I would say 4 of them are also soccer players.
Yeah,
that's a good combination.
Yeah. Now my daughter played soccer and ran cross country, and her teammates. She played like it was like a club team, but her teammates were like, "Man, Kaylee can go all day long." I'm like, "Well, there's a reason for that."
Yeah, that's true.
Now, how many
got any ball skills at all? You do cross country, you're going to run laps around the people on that field.
Coach, how many kids you got on your team?
Huh?
How many kids you got on your team?
We're hitting about 70 runners this year. 70 runners. That's a lot of growth in 10 years. And we're up to 5 cross-country coaches, which is quite insane, you know.
Wow.
Things are going super well. I mean, our school record the first year probably in boys was around 18:35, 18 minutes, 35 seconds, and now it's 16 minutes and 2 seconds.
Wow, again.
That's getting it.
This guy's around 16:40, so we're running about 5:10 pace to 5:20 pace.
My goodness.
Things have changed a lot, man.
I reckon.
Man, 5 coaches, that's more than some schools have team members.
Yeah,
we don't even have enough to place as a team.
Yeah, I've tried to build a program, you know. Everybody has their spot and what they're doing, you know.
You said you had 70 runners. I mean, can all 70 run? I mean, it's not basketball. You can only put 5 on the court. I mean, can you put 70 on a course?
Usually in these big divisions, your top 10 run in the varsity championship. Like when we were invited to Georgia, that was between the 8 states. We were the first Alabama team ever invited. We were in the elite division, and we're allowed to run 10 guys there and 10 girls, and then there'll be a JV division for teams that have run in the championship division. You can run 9 more in the JV division, you know, and so on. So, yeah, all these meets, all your kids are able to run. They're just at different events. That's why I like nobody sits on the bench in this sport.
That's great.
I think you told me the other night, and I don't know if you want to say this on the air, but this is probably the best team that you've had so far.
Oh, it is. I mean, I can't believe we're. I just want to be in the conversation. I want people talking about our kids, about how nice they are, how hard they work, about how well they're doing, and that's kind of where we're at right now. You know, we've got a chance. If things go well, we can do this. But out of our top 16 boys, we get 13 of them back 2 more years.
Wow.
And out of our top 16 girls, we get 13 back 2 more years. So we're going to be in the conversation about 3 years. We're going to get this done.
Now, Coach, where do they run? Where do they run the state at?
At the Moulton course there, where they have the Jesse Owens.
Okay. Yeah.
Stall meet early in the year, then they have the Jesse Owens meet, and then they come back and run the state meet at that Indian Mounds Museum. It's beautiful out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really is a neat course.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
There's good college money in cross country as well.
Yeah. That's another thing. I couldn't get a kid a scholarship when we opened the doors, and now college coaches, even at Georgia, they'll come to our tent and they'll say, literally, I'll sign every senior you got. And I mean, that means a lot, man.
Wow.
Kids got opportunities, you know, if they're in this program now to go to school and get it paid for.
Wow.
Do what they like. So that's really neat.
Well, I know there's several schools from around here running over at Point Mallard today. When is your next meet?
Yeah, we're gonna run. We are hosting the James Clemens Twilight Race Under the Lights. We started that last year. I ran 12 sets of these portable LED lights that run off a diesel, and I move them all around Palmer Park, and then I use the athletic field lights too. And it's really neat. We run the race at 7 o'clock, you know, in the dark, but the whole course is lit up, and it's just electrified. It's really cool. That's October 16th, Saturday.
Next Saturday night.
Yeah, we got a bunch of Tennessee teams coming again, probably right at 25 schools. Yeah, we're going to run at 7 and 7:30.
Awesome. That is great. Coach, thanks for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule, man.
Hey, good luck down the road. We'll be listening and watching.
All right, buddy. Nice visiting with you guys.
Same here, Coach.
All right.
Have a great day. Good luck.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Drew Bell, the James Clemens Jets Cross Country. Coach, that's a good interview. I enjoy talking about this. 70 kids. Yeah, that's a lot of running. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 389 West Sandifer Road in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Rusty Brand, head coach of the Athens Bible School varsity boys basketball team, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom McClung, old Tom Cat here alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Tojo J. Vassar, and we have, I tell you what, it was just a few short years ago, Coach Bonds was coming in here.
He was just shy guy sitting there at
Applebee's. Talking about how he needed a weight program. Next thing you know, we find out he's a superstar on ESPN, running back. And now, Coach, I believe you've clinched the region so far, haven't you?
Not yet, man. We clinched the playoff spot. At worst, we can, looks like at worst we can get 2 seeds. So we clinched at least the home game.
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
So is the game this week for the region?
We got a bye this week, and then we'll play Pisgah. If Pisgah wins Friday, both of us will be playing for the region championship because they only have 1 region loss. So
you got to go on top of the mountain, or are they coming to the pit?
Well, you got to go to the mountain again.
Oh,
yeah.
You can pull it out. We got faith
do it, man.
in you.
We got faith in you. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Me and Josh Carey and I will be calling the game Waterloo, your home game at toward the end of the season. So win it, and I'm going to be your biggest homer, Coach. So.
Coach, just talk about the game last night.
Oh man, I tell you what. For 3 quarters, it was a defensive game, and then the 4th quarter turned to be a shootout. So, wasn't happy about that because I, feel like defense wins championships. So, but they had a couple breaks. We started off. I think we went up 7-0, and we stopped them on the goal line, and I guess about the 5-yard line. And then they ended up getting a safety like 2 plays later. So it ended up being 7-2. Stayed that way to about 3 minutes before half. 2 minutes before half, we score and go up 15-2. And they run a kickoff back to about the 45, and they throw a little swing pass, a little pick play. And they score right before half, about 30-something seconds. It's 15-8 at the half. Stayed that way pretty much throughout the 3rd quarter, and then we break a run, and we score, and they call holding.
Oh, wow.
So we end up having to punt.
Yeah, you're at – well, no, you were at home.
Yeah.
That's you might have been involved.
Yeah, we was at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the 3rd quarter ends 15-8, guys, 15-8. We come out in the 4th, and we score with about 10 minutes left, and we go up 22-8. They get the ball. We get an interception. Our guy's running it. He picks it off by the 2-yard line. They throw a deep pass. They blow the whistle, and I ain't trying to blame the ref, but we hear a whistle, and then they strip our guy, pick it up, and go score, and makes it 22-14.
He's an SEC ref, so.
And then we come back and thinking Laney Jackson, he breaks a long run. We go 28-14, and then we we've been pretty good against the run all season. After the first 2 games, and they finally bust the run for about 45 yards up the chute, miss a tackle, can't miss tackles, and it's 28-20. Now this happens in a span of 4 minutes, just 3 or 4 touchdowns in 4 minutes, right? So it's 28-20. We hit another pass play, I think went 80 yards, a little swing pass. It goes 80. We try to kick the ball, swivel it. Dude can't get the hand on the ball. Sometimes those the worst ones because he gets the ball and he makes about 3 guys miss and runs it all the way back to our 20.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and we're holding the 4th down and goal. 4th and 10 from about the 12-yard line. And he throws a duck. But there guy comes down with it. And it's 35-28. He just threw it up, but guy made a play for them. And they stop us. We had to punt with about a minute 50 something. They drive it down to about the 10, and we stop on 4th and goal.
Oh wow,
that was a game. It's a pretty good game overall, man. If you was a fan, you paid money. You like, they like those kind of games. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
it's like an arena game.
Your hair fall out.
Yeah, man. You went from just nobody can do nothing for 3 quarters to 4th quarter. Everybody said, "Well, we're just not gonna play defense now."
Like Big 12 football.
Yeah. But we got to get better on our special teams. Our kickoff coverage is going to be very important this week. We got a bye week. We're going to work on a lot of things that we need to patch up, and still getting too many penalties. We got to clean up the penalties. We get a lot of holes. We get big plays called back, and it just kills drives.
Now, I was going to ask you, Coach, do you think – you were talking about the guy, he squibs it, he bobbles it, and next thing you know, he's making 3 guys miss. Is that maybe a mental breakdown? I know it would be me.
The guy didn't break down. They're trying to go for the kill shot, and all they got to do is break down, just get the guy on the ground.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah, we'll have them at about the 25-yard line on their side, but it turns around, they come all the way to 20 on our side.
Wow.
And you're up 2 touchdowns. You pretty much got them, or you got to make them work to get down the field. We give them give them a short field. 2 first downs, you're in the end zone,
Yep.
It's just a lot of times when you see that square ball, the guys everybody wants to go for the ball, and once the guy picks it up, he sees his gaps, and he's going to just stay in their lanes, and it'll stop him runs. But you'll get it cleaned up this week with that open week. And I know it's gonna help you out a lot too. We've
been fortunate, no injuries, man. That's another plus. We've been fortunate not to have any injuries. We just been playing. We've been playing pretty good here lately, man. Offense is picking it up, and that's important too because we struggled a little bit scoring first couple of games, but the last 3 games I think we done scored 35 or more the last 3 games, so that's always a plus.
That's awesome.
Pisgah comes in 3-1, second in the region, 4-3 overall. What do you What's your takeaway?
Pisgah's on a 4-game winning streak now, so they're hitting their stride. They got all their guys back, and I get a real good look at them. This week they play Section while we're on the bye week. So if Section beats them, we win the region.
Okay.
So I'm pulling for Section.
That's really no fair, those teams on the mountain, because when they play each other, they got a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
And then, you guys got to go. That's an hour and a half of hard driving, Coach.
Yeah, we got a long way to ride. And then you're ready to play. But, we should have a lot to play for to keep the win streak alive and just win the region. Even if they was to lose, I still expect us to go up there and play our kind of game, play physical, play good defense.
You was talking about their winning streak. They played the Whitesburg Christian, beat them 56-14, scored 58 against Grant, scored 44 against the NSMHS, whatever that is, the next thing. But
that's North Sand Mountain.
North Sand Mountain. Okay,
that's
gotcha.
who they played last night, right?
No,
played
Ida. Beat Ida 28-6. We beat Ida by 3, so they're playing pretty good ball right now. But we got 2 weeks to prepare for them. Already got some film on them, so we'll try to break them down for these next 2 weeks and see what their strengths and weaknesses are.
You gonna ride over Friday night and watch them?
Sir?
I don't know if you heard you.
You gonna ride over Friday night and scout them out?
Yeah, I really don't. I really don't go. I just like to watch the film, man. I get more out of watching the film than the game.
And it's a long ride.
Yeah, I sure say you don't have to go up the mountain either.
Yeah.
If I had my druthers, I'd rather not drive up that mountain anyway. But
yeah, I might just go watch a local game. Somebody like Carver County, Lexington, or something. 2-8 game.
There you go. When I go to one of my fleets that I go work with, I have to drive over both mountains.
Yeah.
Sand Mountain and then Lookout Mountain.
Ooh.
It's all right, as long as you don't get behind a log truck. You get behind a log truck, you added 20 minutes to your journey.
Now, are y'all going into fall break or coming out? Or
it's fall break this week.
Is it coming up fall break? Okay.
We just happen to have a bye during fall break. It worked out great.
Yeah.
And that'll help good with practice time, too. You can practice them in the morning where you have to stay out late in the evening and all that
practice
stuff.
them to midnight.
Well, hopefully none of the players are gone on break either.
Yeah, we got to get that conditioning in.
Yeah. Now, Coach, y'all run into any referee shortages? Because last week I helped.
No, we just ran into some bad referees. No, I'm just playing. That's a joke.
That's a shortage in a way.
East played Lawrence County last week. We had.
That was just a joke.
We know, Coach. We understand.
We had 4
Absolutely.
guys. We had an umpire, referee, and one side judge. We had 4 guys.
That was it?
Yeah. They were short. I mean.
Well, weren't they short last night? Because I only counted 5 last night.
May have been short last night too. They said
Who was that? What game was that?
East played Lawrence County last week. And we only had 4 referees.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5 referees. It was short because we didn't even have a side judge on our side. And we scored one of our plays, and we're kicking the extra point, and the guy he 2 yards offside, blocked the extra point. But there was no side judge over there to call the offside.
We know.
Yeah.
Because he was under the goal to see if it's going to be good or not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ref is a tough job, though, man. It's tough on them guys, especially in football. You got a lot of coaches just yelling at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been there on the rec league basketball. You got a lot of mommies and daddies were yelling at you there.
Oh, I think Little League's a little worse. You get that from the fans.
Yes, sir. But me and Karma, we're even. I give as much as I got when I was coaching my children. So.
Well, you can actually hear the fans when you're on the sidelines in youth and Pee Wee football.
Yeah.
You know, the fans think you can hear them whenever you're in high school, but it's.
You can show enough hear them when you're in a gym.
You got bands and stuff, you can tune that out.
That's right.
Now, Coach, which region will y'all be going against in the playoffs?
The Carver County region.
Okay.
Carver County, Morris Hill now.
Okay.
No. First round we will go against. It will be I take that back. It'll be Aliceville, Addison, Aliceville.
Okay.
That region, midfield.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, Coach, we're hoping for a good rest. Went out these last 2, and we'll celebrate, party like it's 1999 when Waterloo comes to town.
All right, I appreciate it.
Hey, have a good one, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
All right, y'all too.
All right, bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Barnes, head coach of the Tanner High School Rattlers.
He ain't shy no more.
He ain't shy no more. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. One of our favorites. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Hey guys, this is Joanna for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your Bible classes. Our best-selling Bible curriculum, Discovering God's Way, is a reliable tool for teaching students of all ages through the Bible in its entirety. We're sure you'll love this curriculum, and if you'd like to see other options of Bible classes, we'll be happy to help you select from our topical studies. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class today. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page. Another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is UAH Women's Basketball Coach Andrea Lemond, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom McClung, Old Time Cat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar. Slate's doing the dance for us. Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we've got him on the Tailgate Talk special guest segment brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing. Robb Taylor, the wheelchair basketball coach at Auburn University. War Eagle, Robb.
War Eagle, good morning. How are you guys?
Man, we're good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm getting ready to go watch the Auburn Georgia game, and it's a great day for some football.
How close are you to Jordan Hare right now?
I'm still at the house right now, just wrapping up some things, but I'm only just a couple miles away, so close enough to get there in a timely manner and start tailgating.
Hey, I was wondering, that was my next question. You got a good spot to tailgate.
You know, the great thing is I like to walk around and go to a number of different tailgates and see friends all over campus. So while we set up at one spot, we usually roam around and try to get to as many tailgates as we can.
Cool. You got the big screen TV set up so you can watch other games and all of that stuff?
We do, yeah. Being from the Midwest, I want to be able to catch part of that Iowa-Penn State game and then the Texas-Oklahoma game that's starting here in a little bit. Want to be able to catch all those games.
Oh, cool.
And they said Penn State is 4-0 in Iowa.
Really?
Yeah.
Penn State's a good football team.
That'll be a good game.
So you've been on the Applebee's Tailgate Talk before, and
I have, yeah.
Yes, and at one time we were, I don't know if we say we weren't as competitive maybe as some of the other at that time, but it seems like from what I could see that things have changed over the last couple of years.
Yeah, we've done a great job here at Auburn of being able to recruit some of the top wheelchair basketball student athletes from across the country, and it's really helped establish our program. We had our best finish in program history last year. We finished third place in the country.
That's what I thought I remember seeing.
Yeah, so a lot of excitement behind what we've got here and what we're building here at Auburn. That we're excited, looking forward to the season. While we were happy with the third place finish last year, we've got our eyes set higher than that. So the boys have put in a lot of work this summer, and they've been putting a lot of work here the first few weeks of preseason training, and we're excited for our first tournament of the season next week when we go to Tuscaloosa.
I was going to ask you, for those of our listeners that don't understand the rules of wheelchair basketball, can you break down, give us some of the basics?
Yes. So wheelchair basketball, it's played the same exact way as your normal running version basketball that everyone's probably used to. The court is the same size. The hoops are the same height. Free throw line, three-point line, all that stuff is the same. All of our rules are exactly the same except for one. We don't have double dribble in the game of wheelchair basketball. You can pick up your dribble and reestablish your dribble anytime. We do have traveling in wheelchair basketball. It's slightly different than the running game. We are allowed 2 pushes or 2 touches of our wheel before we have to dribble the ball again. If you touch or maneuver your chair more than 2 times, so 3 pushes, would be considered a travel. But everything else is exactly the same. Our fouls are a little different. We've got chair contact fouls and those type of stuff, but more or less the game is played exactly the same.
So you can't build up ramming speed and run into the other guy, right?
Is that a charge?
You can do that. It's either going to be a charge or a block.
Okay.
You can probably do that once or twice, but our guys are so great at being able to control their chair that the chair contact that we do have is pretty incidental and not enough where a foul is called either way, but you do get some times where guys are driving to the middle or driving to the hole and chair contact happens and a chair foul would be called on that. So it's that's what makes our game, I think, a little more physical when people are watching it. Our guys will fall down, they'll pop right back up and get back into the play. But for people that are watching it the first time, sometimes they get a little worried when our guys fall down. But don't worry, they're just fine. They'll pop right back up and continue playing.
Now, how were you affected last season?
Yeah, so last year, with COVID, there's a lot of different restrictions that were put on the team in terms of how often we had to COVID test and wearing of masks, and it really impacted our division as a whole because we've got a total of 13 universities spread out all across the country, and some universities were able to play and compete. Some were able to just practice and they weren't able to travel and compete. It all depended on their different university and their different state rules. So we were fortunate that we were one of the few universities that was able to compete all season. Now we had far less games last year than we normally do just because there were less teams playing last year. But I thought it was great for our guys. I think it would have been tough if our guys would have practiced all year and not been able to play a single game. So we were still able to get in about 18 games last year. And had a full season, so it was great for us.
Now, here's the big question I have: do your players have to be handicapped, or are they able to not be handicapped and just have to roll the wheelchair in the basketball?
Yeah, that's a great question. So everybody on our team right now, all 10 of our student athletes, they all have some sort of physical lower body disability.
Okay.
And to play wheelchair basketball within our organization, which is the National Wheelchair Basketball Association, everyone needs to have a permanent lower body disability. And it doesn't mean that you need to have an amputation. That is one thing that qualifies you, but spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, spina bifida, those are all other injuries that allow you to play wheelchair basketball. Now, the college division is a little unique. Within the last year, we recently passed a new law or bylaw that says that able-bodied individuals can play in the college division. So if we did have a player or two or a student or two here at Auburn that were interested in playing on our team that have no lower body disability, they could still play wheelchair basketball with us if they'd like.
Excellent. Oh, interesting.
Now it's
going to be a little tougher for them to get up to speed, to learn how to use a chair, maneuver a chair, and play basketball. But if we would like to, we're able to bring someone on board that doesn't have a disability.
No, I'm like Tom. I'm new to this. What about recruiting players? How does that work?
Yeah, so for us, recruiting happens a number of different ways. So there is a junior division full of high school players that play all throughout the country. It's a little different than what Coach Pearl is doing when he's recruited, or Coach Harris is doing when she's recruiting. It's not like every high school has their own team. Usually it's a regional area that has a juniors team. So I'll get out and I'll go to different junior tournaments around the area, around the southeast here, and see a number of different kids. I'll also go to the Junior National Championship, which usually takes place in April, and see all the kids that are playing there and try to watch as many games, as many kids, as many teams as I can. And then we've got a summer camp that we run every summer, and we've got kids that come in from all over the country to participate in our summer camp. So it's a great chance there to be able to work with kids one-on-one, get to know them, allow them to get to know me, to be able to see campus and see what Auburn's all about. And then we can recruit kids that way. And then the last one is if there are kids that I don't know about that are interested in being an Auburn Tiger, they reach out to me and they tell me that they're interested, and then we start conversations that way. So a number of different ways to recruit kids. It's slightly different than Pearl and Harris do things, but it works for us.
Well, you mentioned Coach Harris, and this will be her first year on the Plains, won't it?
It will, yeah. We're excited to have her here. She's been doing a lot of great things with the women's program, and really kind of changing the culture of that program and changing it for the good. There's a lot of excitement around our women's team this year.
Got a local girl signed down there for Auburn. Yeah. Caroline Backus will be playing.
Awesome.
She played up here in Limestone County.
Great.
Absolutely. So,
tell us, Coach. Just tell us what Bruce Pearl's like.
Oh, okay.
Off the court. I mean, I know you probably hang out with him some, but what's he like off the court?
I think what you see from him on TV and the energy that he has during games, he's got that same energy off the court. He's got a great passion for life and a great passion for service, and he's always doing whatever he can to kind of help out. He's come to our summer camp and spoke with the students and the athletes that we have there. And he's very supportive of our program. So the energy that he brings on the court and gets his team enthused about, that's him 24/7, which is incredible for someone to have that amount of energy all the time. But he's just a great man, a great Auburn man, and does whatever he can for Auburn and whatever he can for those that support him.
And your thoughts too on Coach Harsin, him being his first year at Auburn. What's your impressions when you first met him?
You know what? I haven't had the opportunity to meet him just yet. When I got back into the country from Tokyo, they were kind of already getting into their season, so I haven't had a chance to cross paths with him. But everything that I'm hearing out of the athletic department and from some of the different football players that I've come in contact with is they love having him around. I think it's a night-and-day difference between Coach Harsin and his staff versus the staff that was before him, and it was that kind of shakeup that our football program needed. And I think you're seeing the guys starting to respond and play well out there on the field. And hopefully today is another example of that, and we have a great game against Georgia.
Yes, we do.
You mentioned Tokyo, and I was going to bring that up. You have been the assistant coach for the men's Paralympic team, too, and y'all won gold in Tokyo.
We did, yeah. This was my third trip to the Paralympics. Once with the women, and the second time with the men. And I've won gold all three times I've gone to the Paralympics. So I don't know if I'm lucky or just a great team.
Hey, you're an Auburn man, brother. That's what it is.
War Eagle to that.
Work hard, brother.
That's right. But yeah, Tokyo. That was a different experience versus any of the other Paralympic games that I've been to before. Just with all the different COVID restrictions and everything that we had in place. And, for our guys, we didn't get as many training camps this summer that we normally do. We didn't play any friendlies before the competition that we normally do. So we're just fortunate that we have a very veteran group, and they knew what needed to get done. And they had that business-like approach when we got over there. And even when we lost our third game to Great Britain by 1, it didn't seem to faze anybody. If anything, it helped us lock in even more. And I think that's what helped us going through the tournament, and then winning the gold medal against the host country, Japan. That was an experience too, but the guys knew going in that despite the fact that everyone in that stadium is going to be against us, we knew what we needed to do, and we were able to get the job done.
Well, and of course, you went through your regular training last year and then didn't get to play, so you ended up playing the 20 Olympics in 21. After all, I mean, at least you got to play, but still.
Yeah. You know what? That year off was probably the best thing for our team. We had a bunch of guys that actually they were planning on retiring after the games in 2020, just from playing as long as they had and being as tired and beat up as they had. So having that year off of not having training camps, not having friendlies, and giving their bodies that extra year to kind of rest and recoup was probably the best thing for us. Now, all those guys came back a year older, but they also came back a year older with some rested bodies, and I think that's what kind of helped us sustain through the full, 18, 19 months that this last season was leading up to Tokyo 21 instead of Tokyo 20.
Well, Coach, one of the things I was going to ask you, kind of back to back the game itself. I mean, you guys shoot 3 points, you got ringers, and I mean, it's not just your standard toe over the line, you've got a wheelchair that, how far back does it before the 3-pointer counts?
Yeah, so I mean, we've got on the U.S. team, we've got plenty of guys that can shoot the three. On the Auburn team, we've got a handful of guys that can stretch the court from that standpoint. So for us, if you've seen a competition wheelchair before, there's 2 small casters in the front, and there's 2 large wheels on the side that are cambered out, and that's for support, to help with turning. And then there's either 1 or 2 wheels coming out the backside, to give support so you don't fall over backwards. So for us, it is wherever the large wheels are on the floor. So the front casters can be over the line. It's got to be the rear wheels that have to be behind the line. Same thing for free throws. So you can set up with your free throws and have your front casters over the line. It's as long as your big wheels, the part that's touching the floor, aren't over the line. That determines whether it's a 2 or a 3, or that determines whether it's a good free throw or you're over the line for it.
Very educational. Learning all kinds of
now,
stuff.
Is it 5 fouls you out? Is that like
5 fouls? Yes, sir.
Okay.
Makes me want to go down there and watch a wheelchair basketball game.
Yeah.
We've got a home tournament coming up October 22nd, 23rd, and then another one November 20th and 21st, right before the Iron Bowl. So might be a great chance for you guys to get out and do a remote tailgate talk and come down and do it from an Auburn wheelchair basketball game.
I don't think I get these 2 in the city there.
You might can.
That's right. We welcome everyone, whether they want to come or not.
As our buddy says, it's free. It's free.
That's what Bama used to say. That's right. That's good. Well, Coach, thank you. Congratulations on the gold. Good luck on the rest of the year, and War Eagle.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys having me. Go USA and War Eagle.
Hey, Georgia week. Yeah. See you,
thanks,
bud.
Rob.
Thanks, Coach.
See you.
Bye-bye. That was a great conversation.
Yeah.
Coach Robb Taylor, the head coach of the Auburn University men wheelchair basketball team. So, hey, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
You can help Limestone County student-athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. Real estate real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate real easy.
Takes a snap. He's rolling to his left. He's looking downfield. He's looking in the end zone. He throws a jump ball. It's complete. Touchdown. Golden Eagles.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Young. Join me for Golden Eagle football every Friday night on WKAC1080.com.
Athens High School football, also on your WKAC Sports app or on your Amazon or Google Home device by saying Play WKAC Sports. Listen for the radio replays Saturdays at noon and check out the archives on the WKAC Sports page. Golden Eagle football all season long from 1080 WKAC.
Hello, I'm Andrew Smith, head baseball coach at Auburn High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live with the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. Head coach of the West Limestone Wildcats, Coach Shelby Davis. Hey, Coach, welcome to the show, man.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Man, we are under a tent. It's shady. It's nice. Got a lot of cars around. We're doing great.
Enjoying this beautiful weather.
Absolutely.
That's right. Hey, I'm out here cutting grass and weed eating and all that good stuff. It's nice out here today.
Are you at the school or at your house?
No, I'm actually at the house.
I had so many fire ant mounds, and my yard needed cutting yesterday, but I had so many fire ant mounds. I went to Lowe's and bought 3 or 4 packs of fire ant killer, and now my yard looks like it's got leprosy right now. Big white spots all over it. I'm gonna give it another day or two before I can cut mine.
You be lazy like me and just run right over.
Well, I do that, and it makes a big poof, and then they keep coming back, especially after the rain we had. So I'm like, I'm gonna do my best to kill them suckers. So big win last night, man. Big region win.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think if anybody's paid attention, the Decatur Daily did a pretty good article on our region and how competitive it is this year, and to go on the road and get us another win and keep us in a good position, as far as playoffs and all that good stuff. I was really pleased. We challenged the kids, all week. We had a pretty rough week. We had some things we had to overcome. We've been making some bad decisions as far as, our team but I told them you can make it all go away by going on the road and getting you a good win. So, I was real proud of the kids. I thought they were really resilient, and we challenged them to just find a way to get better Friday. And I think I saw a lot of good things, and we got better in a lot of areas, but we still got a few things we got to fix.
The final score ended up being 47-16. What's some of the takeaways you had offensively? You put 47 points on, but defensively you played pretty good too.
Well, offensively, we went fast and executed. We jumped out 21-0 pretty quick, and defensively it's frustrating when you work on something all week, and if they line up in this, we gotta make sure we do that, and we don't do it, and give up. I think we gave up 2 big plays, one of them being a touchdown, the other one resulting in a touchdown. So we just got to do a better job of paying attention to those things, and getting where we need to be and doing what we need to do to prevent those plays.
Coach, know where you stand in the region right now?
Good question. I was going to ask that.
I'm not. we're just taking this thing one game at a time. I think now we're in third or fourth. I think Central lost again last night. So if they lose one more region game and we win out, we'll finish second. So
okay.
That's the goal. You still get to play at home first round. It gives you a little advantage going in, but that's our goal. That's what we've talked about. And I know a lot of people were disappointed after last week's loss against Brooks, but there's a lot of when you build a program and you start winning, there's a lot of pressure on these kids to keep winning and hold up to everybody's expectations. And sometimes people forget they're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, and they got a lot of other things on their mind other than football sometimes. But we got to take it one game at a time and keep doing it. I think our team's finally kind of had a wake up call this past week, and I think they're kind of in tune to what we need to do from here on out.
Coach, just talk about Easton Smith. He's a great kid. He runs the ball well. I know he had a big time interception against us in the East game. Just talk about Easton and what he brings to your team.
Well, he's a young kid, very, very talented. He's still got a long way to go as far as maturing, but he's one of our best players and makes a lot of plays for us. He had another pick last night. I think that gives him 4 or 5 on the season. So, just a bright young player. He's the only sophomore that plays for us. And
I was thinking he was young.
Juniors and seniors. And, just great talent. He keeps continuing to get better. Me and him actually talked this morning, and he's one that usually your better players got to have a little more attention, and he's no exception to that rule.
He was our player of the night.
Yeah,
the other night against East Limestone.
He comes from a good family. Brad Missy. I went to school with Missy, and with Cole, all that happening with Cole and him wearing his jersey, that's just an awesome thing. Cole was a great kid as well. So really,
no doubt.
Really to see Easton, growing up and playing well and continue to see great improvement from him.
Oh yeah, we're really proud of him. Like I said, I think I tell him all the time your future is up to you. I think the sky's the limit. And, he just got to continue to progress and keep getting better. And unfortunately, we've talked about sometimes when you're one of the better players, you got to be a leader on the team whether you like it or not.
Yes,
so
yes, sir.
I'll be excited about going forward, him becoming one of our leaders on our team.
Well, Coach, you've got Rogers. I believe it's Rogers coming in next week, Friday night.
Team Rogers, what everybody calls them up here. They come to town, and I told the guys, you know what's coming. They always play us tough, and they're a gritty team, and they're gonna get after it, and we got to have our butts ready to play.
What does TM stand for? I
never knew what that
Theodore Mary or something.
I never knew what it stood for.
Yeah, I have no clue. That's just what everybody says. All I know them as is Rogers.
Rogers.
And they come from Mean Hill.
Mean Hill, yes they do.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Green Hill.
That's what them boys over there that grow up as loggers.
Yeah.
They eat a lot of beans and taters.
Oh yeah, it's a tough, hard-nosed community, and they put a tough, hard-nosed football team on the field.
Absolutely. Well, I know some Wildcats is pretty tough and pretty hard-nosed, Coach, and we wish you the best.
Good luck, Coach.
That's right.
I know you got fall break this week, but good luck with them, and we'll talk to you probably down the road.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate what y'all do for us.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, that was Coach Shelby Davis of the West Limestone Wildcats, and it's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Anthony Villegas of Clements, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Anthony picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community will recognize. We see it on our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I'm First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Carla Serrato from Tanner High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
Tune in every Tuesday through Thursday this football season for the WKAC Coaches Shows. Join us as we get the scoop from Ardmore, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Tanner, and West Limestone. Plus, we give you, the fans, the chance to ask your questions. You can email them to coaches@wkac1080.com or send them to WKAC Coaches Show, P.O. Box 1083, Athens, Alabama 35612. The WKAC Coaches Shows on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is former Major League catcher Ed Hearn, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the Athens Sportsplex Car Show today. What is it? Oh my goodness gracious! We won't bring that one up live here. But on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, we've got our Swami of the SEC, AP Steadham, online. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be in Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
So can we say that you brought us some good voodoo down there in Baton Rouge last week?
I'm telling you, man, those Tigers, the one wearing, with the blue, they came back, made a furious comeback, and was 13-0 there. And I was thinking, I don't know, hopefully they could score before halftime, and they did. And Bo Nix, he looked like a dancer out there. I mean, he was just soireeing out there, moving by everybody. They couldn't catch him all night. And he flicked the ball to that tight end roam in the end zone for 24 yards, and he looked sensational. I think Bo played a very good game.
He kind of looked like Johnny Manziel, didn't he, AP?
His cousin, anyway. Yeah.
His cousin. I was reminded of the song New Orleans Ladies. They just sashay by down on Esplanade, so that's kind of like it. Sashaying around there.
Yeah, man, he had the tap dancing shoes on that night, but he needed them. But what I say about Bo is, he's athletic and he can make those type of plays. You just don't like to see a steady diet throughout the season.
No, you don't
of him running around because he can get hurt that way.
Especially
so his line
today.
needs to do a better job. But he survived that game, won on the road, Baton Rouge on a Saturday night. That was a huge win for Brian Harsin and his tenure as a coach at Auburn. So, Auburn, they threw to the tight end. The tight end had 102 yards.
Yes.
Prom.
John Samuel Shanker.
Yeah. And he dropped some, too, as well. They dropped some on Bo as well.
Yeah. I always say when I hear John Samuel, I think, named him after two of the most powerful prophets in the Bible, so the kid's got to be a decent football player. Prophet John, Prophet Samuel, those are...
Oh, yeah, he looked good. And, of course, they had some good play calling. I don't get into play calling, as I told you. But on that those third down plays, they threw the Shivers in the flat on the left side.
It wormed
he
hard to
eluded
beat.
those defenders for first downs. Those are beautiful calls by the offensive coordinator for Auburn. And it really helped them out. And, they got rushing the passer, 3 sacks. I think there was 6 quarterback hurries.
Yeah.
So that was important. If you want to be in the SEC, you must affect the quarterback. Kicking game, 1 for 3. 1 was blocked, 1 was missed, and he made 1. But, overall, it's a big win for the Auburn Tigers.
We'll take it. And now Alabama goes to
College Station tonight.
We thought we're lucky to have Jay with us today. We thought he might be taking a trip to Texas.
Okay, well, I made the trip for him. I think we had that conversation during the week or something.
That's right.
I was on the train, and he got left off. But anyway, we arrived in College Station. We see a lot of maroon and white, but I think Alabama's going to be too strong because, let's face it, in the last couple of years, if you can't score 35 or 30, you can't hang with Alabama.
That's true.
Just don't see the A&M offense reaching that level. It's simple.
I don't see the A&M defense holding them to 35. If I'm being honest with you. I'm looking for Bama to put 42 to 48 on the board today.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, Bryce Young, he's the Heisman Trophy leader, I believe, and I kind of keep an eye on those things. And
you have a trophy. Do you have a vote?
I have a vote.
That's what I thought.
Don't tell anybody, but I do. Yeah.
Okay, your secret's safe with us.
Now, AP, how do you see the game today with Ole Miss and Arkansas? Two teams coming off losses to Alabama and Georgia.
Right. So Matt Corral, that game sticks in his memory. It's a bad one because of the 6 interceptions, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So Barry Odom of Arkansas came up with a game plan to stifle him last year. So he's got to play much better. I mean, so he doesn't have 6 interceptions. Does he get 3 today? Or does he play a flawless game and not have any? So that's psychologically, he's got to get by that first quarter here. I know that game started already. But Ole Miss, can you recover from that loss in Arkansas? I mean, they got thrashed by Georgia, 37-0. In this stage, you hold somebody scoreless, that's a significant defensive effort. So Arkansas, they're a rough and tumble team. Can Ole Miss stop them on the ground? I'm not sure. Ole Miss is playing at home. Maybe Ole Miss gets the edge.
And have your popcorn ready.
Have your popcorn ready.
and I like popcorn, too.
I tell you what, AP, I've never seen a coach completely just out-coach his team away from a victory than Kiffin done right there, right off the bat. I mean, you go down, take your 3 points. You went for how many times did he go for it on 4th down in that first drive? He put his team behind the 8 ball right off the bat.
Yeah. Well,
not taking anything away from Alabama.
No, but in other words, he follows those analytics. And what is that? That high school coach from Arkansas? Is he at Arkansas State now?
Yeah.
Where he never punts the ball.
That guy.
He just goes for it on 4th down. So if they strongly believe in that, it's a form of brainwashing. You have to get your team to believe, and that's all that matters. Whether I believe, you believe, his wife believes, whatever. It's got to be the team, right? As long as the team believes, and you got to move forward on your plan. I mean, whether you agree with it or not, that's the situation.
And AP, we're going to have two freshmen swapping out there in place of Drew Sanders. Haiti got hurt his thumb, had a little surgery this week, so they saying it may be next week or a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the outside linebackers. I can't hear you too well, but yeah, at Alabama, you're always going to get an opportunity to emerge as a star because you came in as a star. So what will you do when that position and that opportunity is thrust upon you? So we're going to find out. But this is as good a game as any to be inserted into the lineup.
So any chance Auburn tonight can pull it out?
Yeah, Auburn has to have a flawless game as far as the turnovers. You got to make all your 3-pointers. If that's the case, you have to have a solid kicking game. You know, they got to catch all the passes. They can't keep dropping them like they did at LSU because Georgia's a much better team. So you've got to, and both, to not get caught up in trying to outrun the Georgia defensive line.
They got
to get rid of it in a timely manner, like you saw in a lot of those plays last week. Bo looked very good because he was timely with his throws.
Yeah.
He was accurate. So you've got to play solid on offense. You've got to have the good play calling. On the defensive side, you've got to affect their quarterback. I don't think J.C. Daniels is going to play. So you're getting the second best quarterback for Georgia. So you've got to stop their run. If you can make them one-dimensional, I think you've got a chance. Or slow them down, and let's see what happens. You're playing at home. You have the crowd. Sure, they can win that ball game, but they've got to play some good football. They can't, keep dropping passes for Bo. He needs support.
And Auburn's got to get Tank Bigsby going.
Everybody's keying on him.
Yeah, they got to get him going somehow.
Yeah. If you can get Tank running the ball, make the game shorter, and Auburn has a good running game. They have 3 excellent backs. They're very versatile. They use all to catch the football. And Hunter, he can make the spectacular play for you as well.
Yeah, I think they're going to look to, if Georgia shuts down the middle, they'll look to get to Tank the ball a la Sean Shivers.
Yes.
Instead of putting Sean out there on the corner for the pass out of the backfield, they'll put Tank, and that's a bigger back. Nothing against Shivers because he'll juke you and leave you laying in your jock strap. But
No, I think it's good to have the 1-2-3 punch, the different styles of running backs. I think that's to their advantage because the defender, psychologically, he's out there. All of a sudden, the person catches the ball. Maybe he doesn't remember which one it is. Maybe Tank bowls him over. Sean jukes him, and Hunter just runs by him.
Exactly. AP, we got to go, man. Have a good. Hope your team wins. And
hey, safe travels, buddy.
Hey, thank you. We're looking for 2 victories for the Alabama team so they can point to that Iron Bowl with success and be on national TV. That's the goal.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely.
Hey, be safe.
Okay, thank you very much now. Bye-bye now.
AP.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, that was our main man, our Swami of the SEC, AP Steadham. Going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
AP Steadham, Heisman Trophy voter, Maxwell Award voter, and Biletnikoff Award voter can be heard every week on From the Press Box with AP on WHEP AM and FM in Foley, Alabama. He can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
This is Shelby Davis, West Limestone head football coach, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we have entertainment here by Slate himself with the dancing. We've got Coach Michael Parker from Clements High School on. Coach, I was hoping we'd get to talk to you this morning. Are you there?
It's probably a little more pleasant today talking.
Well, we're keeping an eye on. We're calling East and Ardmore last night and keeping an eye on the score. And, you know, the first win of the year is always a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Kids fought hard, played hard for 4 quarters. Finally, I mean, we finally put together. Had a little lull there toward the end of the third quarter, but we picked it back up and finished it out. So. Play hard last night off Friday.
That's great. Anything stood out, or just the entire effort? Was it offense, defense? What?
It was, I put it on the O-line last night. We come out in a different set than what we've ever come out in. I had two blocking backs, what they call a sniffer back. I had 2 of them in front of Jaden, and I wake up this morning thinking, how many times did I run Jaden last night? Because we never came out of that formation. So we run to the right, run to the left, and put it on the O-line and told them this is what we're doing. We're on ball control. And, when Jaden or even Brady Moore, when they broke loose, they couldn't catch them. So it was a good night for us. They battled through all that, and we tried to pound it at them, and done a good job.
Oh, Jaden be tired this morning.
Yeah.
He probably is.
Well, you run him enough to get 47 points, that's for sure.
Yeah. They. I don't think there was a punt in that game last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What defensive stops we got with interceptions. And what defense stops they got was interception. So after I threw my second one, I said, I told the other coaches, don't tell me to throw the ball anymore. But all in all, man, we had a good game.
That's good, man. We're happy you got that win under your belt for the season.
Yeah, you got a big confidence booster for our kids, I think.
Right. And you got to go to Danville next week.
Got to go to Danville next week. Do it again.
They beat Elkmont last night, I think. Who
they watched that game already. So they pretty potent on offense too. They run some wing T stuff and just do what they do. So
yeah.
Maybe we can line up and stop them. I hope so.
The wing T is a difficult offense to defend in high school. If you
run it right.
If you run it right, that's right. You don't know where everybody's going every which way, and you don't know where the ball's going to come out. It's definitely a man assignment that has to be done.
It's hard to stop it if they do it right.
I bet you'll have a plan for him, though.
I know he does. I know he will.
Well, we're gonna try to come up with something. I know that. Maybe it'll work out in our favor.
Well, you won one. Might as well go ahead and win the next one. You know what?
I hope so. I hope we can. Our kids, they had a good week of practice, a good week of preparation, and it paid off for them last night. And I hope they see the results of that preparation that we did and come in Sunday ready to go again.
What was it Coach Harsin told us, the boys in the locker room after LSU, get addicted to this feeling and come back out and work your tail off to get it again next week.
That's right. That's a good statement.
And Coach, you got fall break this week, so I guess you can practice them in the morning.
Midnight, 10:30.
Me and Jeff are playing tomorrow night at my place. It's supposed to be a JV game, so we'll practice tomorrow about 3 o'clock, and then play them about 5:30.
Okay.
The rest of the week will probably be in the morning.
Keep getting them up, get them up early.
And two, I seen where Coach Legg got Rod Bird to help y'all's guys out, training conditioning.
Yeah.
So great job by him.
We're fortunate enough to get him on staff there, and he's gonna really help our guys out. He's gonna do some speed and agility stuff with them and get our feet right and get us going in the right path. So,
that's great, Coach.
That's a real good addition to our program.
That kind of training is cannot be underestimated or undervalued, I should say.
And when you got a fat coach, he can't teach all that stuff. So got to get a good one in there.
You got to get them strong and quick.
That's right.
He might get you out there.
It's gonna be hard.
Hey, just tell Coach Legg, if you do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, there you go.
He do that, he may be able to do it better than I can.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, and we're looking forward to the second one this coming Friday.
Go beat them Hawks, man.
Beat them Hawks.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all for what you do.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a good one,
Thanks,
buddy.
Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, that's Coach Michael Parker, head coach of the Clements Colts. And it's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com.
Bring the man in motion across the line of scrimmage. They give it to him on the sweep play. He's outside, got a little bit of room now. Down the sideline, cuts it back. He's angling for the end zone, and he will score.
Wow. Join us us this football season for Limestone County football, streamed right to your computer or mobile device on the Play Action Sports app. You can also hear it on your Amazon Echo by saying, Alexa, open Play Action Sports. Listen for the replay of select games Sundays at noon on WKAC and download each game from the archives anytime you want. Limestone County football from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is UAH men's basketball coach John Schulman, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, live here at the Athens Sportsplex Car Show. All proceeds going to the Eli's Block Party Foundation this year. Come on out. It's registration up till noon. Man, I'm seeing a black Trans Am T-top from here, and that's a fine-looking car with louvers. Do you remember those louvers?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember.
Is that Bandit Darble out there?
It could be. Oh, yeah. Tom McClung, Old Time Cat here, winding it down with Jay Bird, Tojo Jay Vassar himself, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. We're missing Todd this morning, but he's a little under the weather. He'll be back with us maybe next week. Jay, final thoughts, man. Athens, Alabama, and Texas A&M.
Well, I'm always the one person that don't want to pick no score. I just hope we get one more point. They do.
I hear you.
It's going to be a tough game. It always is playing down there, but hopefully they can pull it out. And same for y'all, Auburn. Maybe they get that magic down there, the tip drill they had a few years ago.
Exactly.
So.
This is just my opinion. I'm not a paid beat writer, but if Auburn can not shut it down, you're not going to shut it down. Their offensive line is too good. But if you can make that quarterback have to pass, and not just because they run through Arkansas like through a 10 horn last week. If you put the pressure and make the coach have to pass the ball, Auburn's got a chance.
Yeah, they got Stetson Bennett, so
yeah.
He played against us last year, so he threw some interceptions. So maybe Auburn can get to him.
I think that's what their game, and shorten the game up. If Auburn's going to have to be able to run the ball.
Some SEC scores right now. Florida's up on Vanderbilt 14-0. That's in the second quarter. Just started second quarter. Early in second quarter, 7-6 Arkansas over Ole Miss. And into the first quarter, Tennessee 28. South Carolina, nothing.
So, what is going on Rocky Top right now? They blacked them out.
And 21-7, fixing to be the end of the first quarter, Texas over Oklahoma.
What was that score again?
21-7.
21-7, Texas over Oklahoma. Wow.
So, hey, Ohio State's beating Maryland 14-3.
Okay. We're trying to figure out. We want to make it run down to the last moment here. So Maryland is getting beat. Ohio State's beating them 21-3.
14-3.
14-3
Braves got beat yesterday 2-1. Red Sox come back and beat the Rays, so that series is even at 1. Astros are up on the White Sox 2-0. So Game 3 is tomorrow. So maybe they probably could wrap it up. The Astros getting the league championship series.
Not many people are giving the Braves a chance against Milwaukee.
They had several chances to score runs last night, and they just couldn't get it done. So we shall see what happens today. I think they play at 4 o'clock today. So
this has been a good show, man. I really enjoyed that chat with Coach Taylor.
Yeah, I learned a lot about wheelchair basketball.
I might have to get his number from Tim and just take a drive down to Auburn and go hang out one day. You reckon that'd be cool?
Like he said, do a remote down there.
That would be even cooler.
Hey, big game tonight up in Lexington, as we said, LSU and Kentucky. Coach O could be fighting for his job. So
who you got on that one?
I see Kentucky pulling it out.
I think Kentucky's going to pull it out too. Our friend J-Boy, Jay Crane, he had Kentucky second in the East, and people were laughing at him.
Yeah,
all year when they first started. Florida's going to beat the second. And all money's in on Georgia being number 1.
Yeah. And Kentucky's always tough at home. Kentucky's always tough at home.
They are.
Been up there several times, and they're now it's just updated 28-7 Texas over Oklahoma.
Wow. Well, I get to go to Vanderbilt here in a couple of weeks and watch A&M. Not A&M, Mississippi State. Mississippi State and Vanderbilt are playing in Nashville, so we're going to go up there and try to see Debbie's son, Garen, in the pep band. And
so you liking it down there in Starkville?
He's loving it down there in Starkville. He's one of these kids that he only comes home when he has to, and that's break right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just got to sign. This is Sportsplex Car Show is still going on. Y'all come on out and enjoy it. The weather's beautiful. But it's time for us to go. On behalf of Tojo J. Vassar, Slate the Entertainment, dab one more time for me, dude. Pow! There we go. Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. My name's Tom McClung, old Tomcat. We ain't got to go home, but we're going to get ourselves up out of here. We will talk to you next week.
See y'all at Ardmore next week.
War Eagle.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping.
This is First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Kamaya Wardlaw from East Limestone High School, and I love First National Bank. They make it easy for me to balance school, work, and my social life. With convenient services like online banking, bill pay, and the mobile app, I can take care of my finances without having to worry. I can check my balance and pay my car payment all on my phone, and I was even able to apply for my checking account online. First National Bank, making communities great, member FDIC.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1080 WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.